infinite snowballs, and Percy finally gets his first emote. For more news like that, stick around for this episode of This Week in Identity 5. Welcome back once again to another episode of This Week in Identity 5, where we discuss the news from last week, everything that came from last week's patch, and we discuss what's coming this week and what we might expect in the next coming few weeks, or maybe in a couple of months' time. We had a lot of things come along with last week's patch. One of the biggest things that we got, or some of the biggest things that we got last week, were changes to tarot mode, and more specifically a lot more changes to tarot crystal ball mode. We had a ton of new characters introduced into the game mode, so now there are almost all the survivors, as far as I understand, are now accessible in the game mode, and 3 more hunters, being Soulweaver, Guard 26 and Naiad, if I'm correct. I was worried quite a bit about Guard 26 being introduced into the game mode. I don't think he was as broken as I was expecting. What I wasn't expecting was that Naiad was going to be so broken. Her abilities do seem to be very strong in this game mode, and already she was very powerful. She could stop harassers quite easily by placing big water areas, so if they tried to come and harass or hang around the king, they would still get knocked down by the water, or they would get some moisture along the way. I really do think that Tarot Crystal Ball mode is a lot of fun, and I do think people should still play it. I still do love the base mode as well. What other things have been added? They also did some other changes to the game, to the Tarot Crystal Ball mode game. They added in detention and all this sort to the game mode. They also introduced Psychologist and Patient into these game modes, along with Rank, Duo and Blackjack. So that's really cool. And I was worried again about Psychologist and Patient being introduced to this game mode, but I think that it's okay. But I haven't really seen enough people play them yet, so I am a little bit worried in general. Psychologist did get her nerf as well, and then once again, I haven't really played against full teams of Psychologists since the update, so I'm not really sure how much it has affected her, because the Psychologist apocalypse has sort of ended now, I think. Some other things that we received with this patch was we received the Frost Wu-Chang skin that was once again released in the shop. I think this is the second or third time it has been released in the shop. If you missed out on the past 2, then now you can go and get it for fragments and also for echoes if you want to spend the money. I believe that the Epitaph Gravekeeper A tier 1 skin is available as well, although I'm not completely sure. It says that it's available in the patch note, but I didn't check the store, so you'll have to check to see if that's technically there or not. One thing that I didn't know was coming was that there was an Acrobat bug that has existed for quite a while now, where you could technically jump from the second story of the haunted house in Moonlit River Park all the way down to basement. If you went through a specific wall, it would kind of glitch out. Now this bug has been fixed, and I'm not sure if anybody else has noticed that. It did take some reading to read through all the bugs. Also, if you read all the bugs, there are tons and tons and tons of bugs, and maybe some of them will apply to what you've had some problems with, but it's worth a little bit of a read if you are looking for a specific bug fix. Now moving on to what we can expect from this week's update. We have Season 17 Essence 3 starting this week with the new skins for Mercenary, that's an S tier skin, and 2 A tier skins, one for Painter and one for Soulweaver, along with a ton of other B tiers of course. It's nice to see that Soulweaver is getting some love, and I do think that Mercenary, he's a very popular character, so I can understand why they might give him some more love than he already has, but Painter seems to be getting a ton of accessories and ton of skins recently. Something else that we can expect that many people will be happy about is that the 2 B tier costumes for Patient and Psychologist that have been part of that package that you could only buy with echoes will now be available for fragments, and I believe it will be 1088 fragments per skin. So that means if you were looking forward to getting that dapper Patient skin or that very metal Psychologist skin, well, this week is your chance to do so. Nightmare Bot is once again getting a bit of a buff, and this is interesting because they keep on adding more stuff to the AI bot, and I'm confused at really what they're planning to do with this, but now the Nightmare Bot can repair rocket chairs. So if you are a gardener and you're like, aha, I found the hack, if I destroy all the chairs then she can't do anything about it. Nope, that does not work now because she can now repair the rocket chairs. Oops. One of the biggest changes that you'll come to see, and one of the most important, debatably, is that now you'll be able to have infinite snowballs in Leo's memory. Apparently 99 snowballs was not enough. I don't think I've ever come anywhere near using all 99 snowballs in a match. and I think this is only something that would happen if your hunter goes friendly, but now you have infinite snowballs. There is now an extra option that they're adding to the custom match game mode, where if you want to be able to ban characters, you want to do your own little tournaments or something like that, you can now ban between 0 to 5 hunters and 0 to 5 survivors. And they've changed it sort of so that the way that the banning works, I think, will happen one after another. One survivor's ban, and then the hunter's ban, and the survivor bans, or at least that's what I understand. I think they're trying to keep it up to a new standard, maybe more to their competitive version that they're doing in the tournaments. One big event that should be happening this week, because a lot of people are now starting school back again, so it's that time of year, it's the start of the school year. The September maintenance login event will start for the new school year. If you complete your logins, you do some matches, you do some quiz games that they've added, and you will receive some special gifts, some avatars, some graffitis, probably some clues, and probably some fragments as well. Maybe some spyglasses, I can't really tell. This will start on the 2nd of September and will run through to the 8th of September. As for some rumors and some leaks, we've had some big leaks. We've had some confirmed skins revealed for the new Promised Neverland event, and I'm really interested because, and I'm super excited because my favorite character in the game, Undead, I know that's an unpopular opinion, is finally getting a skin, and it's been a long time. I believe it's almost been 6 months since his release, and all he's ever got has been an S tier skin for his original release that you could buy in the shop. It wasn't even, time limited, and that's all he's got really. He got his worn clothes, he never got any emotes, he never got any sprays, but he did get an avatar, but that's not really, I guess that does count as something, but hey. But he finally has got a skin for the Promised Neverland that I think is an interesting choice, but tell me if you think that you like that skin. Ripper is also getting a skin, and so is Photographer, that was announced the morning of me recording this video. By the time that this video is released, they may have also teased another person. They may have already released something to do with the new skin that they're adding, but I don't know. You guys will have to tell me down in the comments below. Once again, I want to say that Percy is finally getting his first emote, but of course he's not the only one getting an emote. Also, Painter and Gravekeeper will be getting an emote each, and I believe they're also getting their own new standby motions that I think is good, because there are a lot of fans of Gravekeeper and a lot of fans of Painter, and it's good to see some kind of extra personality added to those characters. Moving into the talk in the manner section of this video, where I respond to your comments that you gave me on my last couple of videos, and we'll see these funny comments that you guys have left. Yagastor Brave says, I used to be a hunter main but quit due to Cypher Rush, to which people have responded, I used to be a survivor main but quit due to waiting time. And then somebody later on said, so it's all an infinite circle, isn't it? Yeah, at the moment it feels like that. It feels like you stop playing Hunter and you try to play some Survivor, but then you can't play Survivor, so you then go back to Hunter. And it feels like it's an endless cycle of not being able to play anything or not enjoying playing anything. Aesop Carl McDonald Meal said, lol, I chose Wu Chang as my first Hunter just because I thought he looked hot. Help. Took like months to master him. Oops. I of course don't know anyone who would just join the game because someone was hot. Probably you. But yes, I think that there are a lot of people that join the game just because they saw some hunter and thought they were hot, or some survivor and thought they were hot. In my case, that's not the reason why I joined the game, but hey, tell me down in the comments below why you joined the game. I'm very interested. There are some multiple reasons, because this game is not very visible to many people. Bells, a fellow YouTube content creator on Identity 5, has commented on my video saying, Phoenix, you should check out Immortal Soul Black Survival. It's the original Black Survival game before Eternal Return came out. I've been playing the game since 2017 and it's really fun. I have not checked the game out, but I have definitely taken into consideration what you've said. I have started making a little bit of content around Eternal Return and have started doing a little bit of content on my Twitch channel. I'm streaming it along with Identity 5 and a couple of other games, but I definitely want to check out this Immortal Soul mobile version because I've heard some good things about it and it does look like a lot of fun. So maybe I'll do that. Thank you, Bells. Is it Bells or Bellis? Or Bell? Thank you, Bell, for the comment. I appreciate it. You can tell me how to pronounce your name because I'm really sorry about that. So like I said, please tell me down in the comments below how you started Identity 5, or how you even heard about it in the first place. Whilst you're down there, please give this video a like and subscribe if you'd like to get some more news every Tuesday, every week about Identity 5. And have a great day, guys. Bye bye.